have some dogs and cats at the farm, and I have a dog that's a real politician. We call him Shorty. And Shorty gets along with the cats until one of the other dogs that don't get along come around. Then if one of the other shepherds start running to kill a cat, Shorty's right there with him too. I think there's a lesson in that for you if you would be wise. Everything in nature has a natural enemy. And we have a natural enemy. Does not wish to see us free, justified, and equal. Every black man that seems to rise economically, he's trying some way to get into your organization or your corporation to take it from you. Chicago is one of the great cities of black advancement. And now all of the things that we prided ourselves in, the enemy has them in his hand. We prided ourselves in Independence Bank. We prided ourselves in Ultrashine. We prided ourselves in these things because black men who rose from nothing took an idea and made a successful business and employed hundreds of us, and now that entity is in the hands of the enemy. We were proud of Mr. Johnson. Boy, that name Johnson keeps coming up. Johnson of Ultrashine and Johnson of BET. The only Johnson left is the Johnson at Ebony. And I hope they don't get Ebony. But right now there's a move to take over all black newspapers. And there's a move to take over all black funeral parlors. Because death has now become a big business in the black community, burying young black men from 18 to 45. Go check out Gatlin. Go check out Lee. Go check out the funeral parlors in Chicago and in every major and minor city in America. And those funeral parlors are filled with young black bodies dying, number one, from AIDS. Number two, gunshot wounds. Number three, suicide. Sawed-off shotgun to an agent. When the agent was found out, he cut out. And then the FBI approached Randy Weaver. And they told him, look, we got you. Because the weapon that you had was an illegal weapon, and you sawed off the barrel and sold it to this man. So we got you on a weapons charge. Now, you can turn and be our agent, and we'll leave you alone. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if 30 of you in here like that. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if some of my ministers Some of my security guards paid for by the same damn enemy. But they smile when they don't mean it. They praise you, but they don't mean it. You don't know whether you can trust your mother today. Because money is being used to buy your soul. And since you don't have loyalty to nothing, that's why Paul in his writings could say, treacherous times would come, and men would be traitors. That's what's killing the black community now. Filling black organizations and black churches, a number of traitors. You think you're studying Islam together, and one of those studying with you is an agent. Big Brother definitely is watching everybody today. The church is not safe. The mosque is not safe from that kind of character. No organization is safe. So I know I'm talking to some agents. But I'll continue to talk to you. Because I still believe you can be resurrected in spite of your foolishness. But let me continue, because Randy Weaver refused to be an agent, and I'm not going to be a snitch. So when they said, you're not going to be a snitch, I said no. Then a warrant was issued for his arrest. He and his family had weapons, and they went coming down from the mountain, and the marshals, federal marshals, were sent out to serve him, with his warrant. And unfortunately something happened, and a marshal got killed, and his 14-year-old son got killed. Now the government in Washington, upset that a federal marshal was killed, they sent down rules of engagement. Rules of engagement means how you're going to engage the person whom you believe to be your enemy. So the rules of engagement were that any sniper that they had placed in positions around the house, anyone that you see with a weapon, is fair game. Listen to me now. Listen to me, brother. Anyone that you see with a weapon is fair game. So the weapon that they had bought for their protection became the instrument of their death. So the man came out of his house with the weapon in one hand, and he reached for his door, and a bullet tore through him, his hand and some part of him. And his wife came to the door, and a bullet struck his wife in the head, killing her instantly. The boy that they had killed, the 14-year-old boy, he had him laid out in a little house on his property. It was like a shrine almost. And the wife was dead on the floor in the house. They couldn't bring her out, and keeping her in was endangering their health. And
in tanks, and they moved in earth-removing equipment. Because now they're going to go up that hill and push the man out down into the valley.